guys, welcome back to my channel. It has been a hot minute since I've done a video. So I had the flu, this horrible flu that's going around. I was literally in the bed for 9 days. I'm not even joking. It was horrible. So I really hadn't felt like filming a video. And of course, as soon as I start filming, my cat jumps up. So, hey Darth. Okay. So anyway, what I wanted to do is I went and bought a few little makeup items, and some of these things are things that I have never tried before that I really wanted to try. And actually all but one are new products that I've kind of had on my wish list of things that I really wanted to try that I've never tried before. So I'm pretty excited. So far I've used all of the products and I love all of them. Actually, sorry, there's 2 repeat products. So let's just get into it. So I went to Sephora, I went to Belk, and I went to the MAC counter. Sorry. So at the MAC counter, I've, tons of MAC lipsticks. I've used, all of those before. And I really like their lipsticks. I hadn't really used a ton of the MAC makeup. Like I've never used one of their foundations or anything like that. But I really wanted to try Fix Plus. And I know, I cannot believe I've never tried Fix Plus before. But I wanted something, I don't do well with primers, like primers that you actually rub on your face. I don't do well with those. I find that my skin is kind of oily in certain places, and I've never really found one that I liked. And I had heard somebody say on YouTube, I forget which YouTuber it was, that you can actually use Fix Plus as a primer. You can use it obviously to set your makeup at the end. There's just a ton of different uses for it. So I wanted to get some and try it, so I did. I went to the, I went to the MAC counter and I got the Fix Plus, and I got the lavender scent. I love anything that smells like lavender. And excuse me again. And this was one that the guy at the MAC counter, he was so sweet and kind of spritzed it, and I love the smell of it, and I love this stuff. So how I've used it so far is after I do all my skincare in the morning, I just spritz some of this on my face and let it dry down. So while it's drying down, I go and, do some other stuff around the house, put in a load of laundry or whatever, and just let it kind of get tacky, like you would a primer. And then I go in and do my foundation and all of that. And then after I get all of my makeup done, I come back in with this as a setting spray. And so far, I absolutely love it. I think it makes my makeup look really nice in the end, and it also, to me, works really well as a primer underneath my makeup as well. So really happy with that purchase. I'm glad I bought it, and definitely I think worth the hype. So another product that I purchased that I have never used before is the Bobbi Brown corrector. And I got this in light bisque, and I got this at Sephora, so I'll share all the Sephora items now. So I got this in the light bisque. The girl at Sephora matched my color for me. So I got the light bisque, and so far I love it. After I do my foundation, then I put this under my eye, and then put my concealer on top of it. And I'm just using my Maybelline, it's the Age Rewind concealer. That's my favorite concealer right now. So I just use it on top, blend it in with my fingers. I'm a huge proponent of using your fingers for concealer and even foundation. I use my fingers a lot to apply my makeup. I just feel like it makes it melt into your skin really nicely, the warmth of your hands. So been really loving that. Really great. Glad I purchased it, and I'm sure this thing is gonna last me forever. I mean, holy cow, there's a lot of product in there for as little as you use underneath your eye area. So happy with that. I also at Sephora picked up a full size of the Cicapair Tiger Grass Color Correcting Treatment from Dr. Jart. I had purchased the travel size from Amazon right around Christmas time, and I've used the whole thing. So I thought, okay, so I'm out of that, and I definitely missed it. So that is definitely the test of, is it, worthy of a repurchase? This one definitely is, And what I like about the full size is you get this little spatula with it. So the trial size or the travel size, you have to dip your finger in. This one you do not. You can just use this little spatula, which I really like because then you can just kind of put it over your face. So love this. It's an SPF 30, and the thing with this one is it's green. So in the tub, and I'll open it so you can see, but in the tub it's green. When you put it on your skin, it color corrects to match your skin tone, which is amazing. And it just gives a little something. It is not going to cover like a foundation. So you can see in the tub, it's like a green color. So it's not going to cover like a foundation, but it gives a little more coverage and color correcting than just a tinted moisturizer. So I really, really love this stuff, and I can see using this in the summertime when I don't want foundation on my face. I just want something really light, but that will cover some of my redness. So really love this. And again, got that at Sephora. And two other things I got at Sephora are I got the Buxom, this is the plumping lip liner, and this is in the color Dolly Danger, and it's actually what I'm wearing right now. I really, really like this. So I really like to use lip liners. You can see it's kind of a mauve, it's not, I want to say it's nude, but with a little bit of mauve in it. I love using lip liners as lipsticks. I feel like they last forever. And this one has a little like brush on the other end. I haven't really used the brush. I've used it once just to try it out, but I don't really feel like you need it. But this pencil is big and fat. It's not like a skinny lip liner. And so you just kind of color, you know, around the edges and then fill in. And I really love it, and I love the color. Ever since I got this, I've used it every single day. It's all I've used on my lips. And this color goes with basically anything. It goes with dressy. This weekend at church I wore this, and then you can also wear it like today. I just have on a denim jacket with a little like day dress, and it just looks good with everything. It's just a really flattering color for me. And then I also got, this is something that I have had over the years on and off. I have had so many of these, and this is the Buxom lip gloss. What do they actually call it? Full on lip cream. And this is in the color Dolly, and I have went through so many of these over the years. This used to be like my go-to lip gloss, and it's just a really, really pretty, like, just swatch, let's see if you can see. It's just a really pretty like nudie pink color, and it looks gorgeous just on its own. And if you've never tried one of the Buxom lip creams, they have kind of a minty, they don't, I'm not gonna say they tingle, but they have kind of a plumping effect, and they're kind of minty, and I really, really love this stuff. And I haven't had this in years. It's just one of those lip glosses that you can just throw in your bag and literally put on with anything, and it's going to give your lips just a little something. And yeah, really, really love that. Highly recommend the color Dolly as well if you just like that very your lips but better kind of nude color. Really great. All right, so the last thing I got, I'm so excited about, and this is something that I have been wanting to try for years. I have always seen Flor from Florida Force, her channel on YouTube. She has raved about this foundation for years, and I've always wanted to try it. And I was walking through the mall, I was walking through Belk, and I passed the Chanel counter, and I was like, you know what? I really don't have a foundation that I love right now. I've just been using that Cicapair cream, and I've got some drugstore foundations that I'm just trying to use up, but I don't really love them. So I'm like, you know, I would really like to just have a go-to everyday foundation that I really love. And I decided to try this one. So this is the Vitalumiere Aqua from Chanel. And I did get color matched at the Chanel counter because I had no clue what color I needed. And she chose 22 Beige Rose, which I would have never picked for myself. But it's what I have on today. It's actually a really great color match for me. I would have never picked this. And my nose is red because I'm like constantly wiping it still where I was sick. But I am in love with this foundation. Now, let me give you a little bit of background on my skin. So I have oily combination skin. I get very oily in my T-zone here. And the rest of my face is pretty normal. So I do have a lot of texture to my skin. I don't have issues with acne. I hardly ever have acne breakouts. Occasionally, like on my forehead, I will, hardly ever. So I don't really have a lot of that to cover. However, my cheeks are very, very red. It's not rosacea per se, but I have very red cheeks. My nose is red around. And so that's really my trouble area, is just finding something that will kind of tone down that redness on my cheeks and around my nose. But because my skin has a lot of texture to it as well, really thick foundations, like really kind of cakey thick foundations, just do not work well for me. I have tried so many over the years. One I do want to try though is the Estee Lauder Double Wear. I really would like to try that one. I know it's a thicker foundation, but I would really like to, well, I shouldn't say thick, it's more of a full coverage foundation. I'd like to try that and just kind of share it out with my beauty blender. I've heard that that works really well. So that may be my next foundation purchase, just to try. But this one, it's very, you can hear, it's very watery. And so I've tried, when I first got it, I tried applying it with my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush, which I love that brush for foundation. And it looked okay. It was a little like kind of cakey around here. And then I tried it with my beauty blender, and that looked a little bit better. Excuse me. But this morning, I applied it with my fingers. That is how I've seen several beauty gurus on YouTube apply this foundation with their fingers, and I don't have a problem. I like using my fingers for makeup. So I applied it with my fingers, and I used a lot less. I think I was using way too much of this, and that's why it was like looking kind of cakey. So I used just one little drop on this side of my face, one little drop on this side of my face, and I love the way it turned out. It's kind of glowy, and I do have on some like highlighter and stuff here, but it's kind of glowy. It doesn't look cakey. It covered my redness enough, and I feel like I could put another layer on and build it up with it, and it still look really good. So I think the key to this one for me is applying it with my fingers so it kind of melts into my skin, and using a very little amount. I think a little of this goes a really long way. So so far I just absolutely love it. And I was just reading on the back of the bottle, it actually says apply with fingertips or foundation brush. So they are even recommending using your fingertips, and I totally agree. I think that it looks the best when I applied it with my fingers, and I'm actually really, really happy with it. So this may be like my go-to kind of spring foundation. Yeah, I really like it, and I love the bottle that it's in. It's plastic. It has this little like squeeze top. So for travel, I think it's gonna be really convenient for travel. So really, really happy with that. It is kind of pricey. That was $50-something at Belk, but you know, I mean, I don't use it that much foundation, and this will last me a long time, and it's a standard 1 ounce. So, I mean, I will probably be using this all spring into the summer, because there's a lot of days that I don't use foundation at all. I just use the Sephora cream. So between those two, I think I'll be set for a while. But really, really, really love this. Highly recommend. And definitely get color matched, because again, had I ordered this online, this is not the color I would have picked. But it actually turned out to be a really great color for me. So, all right, guys, that is it. That's it for my haul. I'm glad to be back. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Leave me a comment down below. And I have a Trendsend that is supposed to be delivered today, and then a Stitch Fix coming within the next week or two. So hopefully I will get you guys some unboxings up on my channel over the next week or so. So you guys have a great day. Enjoy the sunshine. It's supposed to be 71 degrees here today. I'm so excited for sunshine and warm weather. So enjoy it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.